Hello and welcome to the ActionR New User Guide for Project Managers. In this video, we will teach you how to navigate the ActionR software as a project manager, including how to create new actions, provide updates to actions, host meetings, and how to create custom reports. You can use the timestamps in the video description to help you navigate to the sections you're looking for. This is the GoPlims landing page for ActionR. In the username box, enter the email address associated with your GoPlims account. In the password box, enter your password. Then hit enter or click the login button. Once you log in, you will see a screen with a number of modules displayed, including ActionR. Click the ActionR logo to proceed. From here, you'll be presented with a list of all the projects you are a member of. Click on any project that you wish to review or take actions in. The landing page for every project will show you the table of all actions that have been created in that project. Open actions will be shown first, with closed actions listed lower in the table. From here, you can easily filter the actions by using the various tabs, such as Due Today, Due This Week, Overdue, etc. You can also customize and filter the table itself. Click and drag on the column dividers to increase or decrease the column widths to suit your monitor and priorities. When you have the widths configured to a setting that you like, you can click the green Save icon on the upper right of the table to save your settings. By clicking on the three vertical dots icon on each column header, you can customize which columns are shown or filter the results of that column. Simply check or uncheck the columns you want visible or hidden in the Columns menu. The Filter menu has a drop-down which allows you to select from several filter criteria, and then a text box to enter the search term for that filter. To create a new action, click on the green Add Actions button in the top left of the database table. The first field is Teams to be coordinated. This is where you select the teams that will have visibility on this action. Your team should be automatically populated into the field. You can also add other teams by typing the name of the team into the field. The field will provide you with a list of valid terms to select from. The initiator is the person who has identified the action. By default, this will be you as the project manager, but you may reassign this role if you wish. Responsibility indicates who is responsible for completing the action. This drop-down list will be automatically populated to include all of the members of all of the teams you have selected in the Teams to be Coordinated field. This will determine which executor can make updates to and request closure on that action. The AR name field allows you to assign any name you wish to the action. This can include numbers and even special characters. The Actions field is used to provide a description of the action that needs to be completed and the acceptance criteria for closing the action. As above, it can accept any characters. Clicking into the Due Date field will open a calendar interface for selecting a due date for the action. By default, this view will show you the calendar for this month, and by clicking on a day, you will select that day as the due date. If you click the name of the month at the top of the window, it will show you a 12-month view of the year. Clicking again will show you a list of years to select from. Once you are satisfied with the information you have entered into these fields, click the green Add AR button at the bottom of the page to create your action. As a project manager, you can also change the details of created actions. You can edit any of the fields we discussed before during the action creation process. Simply make the desired changes and then click the green Save AR button at the bottom of the action if you want to keep the changes, or click the blue X at the top of the action to keep the original information as it was. Note that the Due Date field automatically saves a viewable historical log of changes made to the due date. Clicking on an action in the main table will cause the details of that action to open up in a new panel on the right side of the screen. All of the details visible in the table view will also be visible in this new panel, but there are some new options also. First, and you may need to scroll down a little, is the Update field. If you type text into the field here and then press the Update button, it will be added as an update to the action. You can also click the paperclip icon on the left side of the Update field to attach a photo or document to the action. Premium and Enterprise users can also attach videos with this feature. At the bottom of the panel, you should also see a Close AR button. Clicking on this button will open a new dialog allowing you to leave a closing comment on the action. After adding a comment, the action will be closed and will no longer receive updates or be editable. Only the project manager can close actions. Clicking on the blue X button at the top left of the panel will return you to the main database view. As a project manager, you can also review the actions proposed by the project executors. These proposed actions are called floating actions and can be viewed by clicking on the Floating AR tab. Floating ARs are only visible to project managers and to the executor who created it. You can review and edit the details entered by the executor and then press the Accept button to add the floating action to the main action register. You can also press the Reject button to remove the floating AR from the system completely. ActionR's meeting functions are only available to project managers. To host a meeting, first click on the Meetings tab at the top of the ActionR page. On the meeting screen, you can review previous meetings or start a new one. Click the Start Meeting button to set up a new meeting. On the screen that opens, you will need to fill in a few fields before the meeting can begin. The Meeting Agenda field works best as a short overview of what will be discussed in the meeting. The Teams field is a drop-down that will allow you to select the various teams on the project. Only members from the team selected here will be eligible for invitations to the meetings and will receive emails containing the meeting reports after the meeting ends. When you select a team from this drop-down, all of its members will automatically be populated into the Apologies field. The Attendees drop-down contains all of the members of the teams that you have invited. Select all team members that will be attending the meeting, and you will see them move from the Apologies field into the Attendees field. You can also go ahead and add to the Any Other Business field if there's something outside the scope of the action register that you want to discuss or remind attendees of. When you are ready to begin the meeting, click the green Save button and the meeting will begin. Once the meeting has begun, you will see the action register table loaded into the meeting screen. During the meeting, you can update the action register as you would normally, creating new actions, adding updates to ongoing tasks, and closing finished items. When you have finished the meeting, click the Generate Report button. This will automatically create a PDF report of all of the changes made to the action register during the meeting, plus the meeting details and the Any Other Business field. This meeting report will then be emailed out to the attendees of the meeting. The Report tab allows you to export the action table as an Excel file or as a PDF. Before exporting the report, you can also configure it as we configured the main table earlier, adjusting the size of the columns, hiding or revealing columns, and applying filters. What you see on the screen is what you will get when you click the Export to Excel or Export to PDF button. When you have the report configured to your needs, simply hit the Export button for the format of your choice, and a download of the report should begin within a few seconds.